Yeah, I think, look, I'm certainly, it's a tricky spot to come in and take on this driver role halfway through a season. And I think I'm certainly green. I've got a lot to learn. And for me, I've just got to try and make that learning process as rapid as I possibly can. I think the great thing that I do have is that I've got an amazing team. As a new driver, you wouldn't want it any other way. I've got an amazing crew. So yeah, I'll be certainly drawing on their experience, and yeah, hopefully we can turn a few heads this weekend. No, I'm not surprised at all. It's it's a snake pit out there for sure. No surprises there at all. I'm sure everyone would take every opportunity they've got to stick the knife in, as it were.
Everyone's fighting for every inch, and decisions will come down to centimeters, and umpires will see it differently. So we have to go out there and be sharp and keep pushing, and learning when to push and when to throttle back and not take the big risks is going to be an important one for us. Again, just looking for growth. We're looking to grow every day we're on the water. These minutes are valuable, and we're a little limited on the time we get on the boat, so we have to push for every minute we can get. And again, I think if we sail the boat well, there's no doubt that we can be up in the front.
I feel lucky to race against Ben, one of the sailing legends, and I mean, I passed him a few times, but it's fair to say that in San Francisco it was tough for us. They did an unbelievable Saturday. It was difficult for us to reach the final on Sunday. But anyway, I had really good memories racing against Ben and the GBR crew. And I wish the very best for Jazz now. It's a really nice venue to be here under the Louvre Dome, really special for a French like me. And I just want to enjoy the racing weekend. It will be tight course again, but we'll see if we see two reaching with the M1 and M2.
It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've come to one of the press conferences here. I've often been hiding in the background helping Seb up there behind me with some of the technical sides of the sport. So awesome opportunity when Nikolai called and said, could I come and drive this weekend? And he's back in Denmark waiting patiently with his partner Ricky, and hopefully everything goes well for them in the coming days. And it'd be cool to come and race with the best guys in the world again. And we don't get much time to sail these boats. We're all sitting here talking to you, but all we want to do is go in the water right now and do some training. And the Danish team's done a great job of just using the time very effectively, and hanging out with the guys yesterday, you can see everyone is confident in their abilities and their skills, and they don't want to sit there and talk forever. They just want to get on with the job. So there's a lot of good things happening within the team, and I just hope I remember how to drive a boat and do a good job this weekend.
I think the Swiss team is in a really good place at the moment. I feel there's a lot of good energy in the team. Dubai was actually our first event with a full Swiss crew as well. So it shows we're thinking for the long term, and I think we're in a position now where we're investing in people for the long term. So it's a lot of building, and it takes time. SailGP is a unique opportunity, and you gotta take advantage of it. And on my side, it's been awesome to have someone like Nathan with who I could learn a lot from, and he teach me a lot of things. But now is also my time to
a couple of really good Olympic sailors, and then there's another generation also developing with the Youth America's Cup, and they are getting more used to foiling topics early on. So I feel that there is a change also to more foiling topics and more foiling boats, which is good for Germany and good for us in long term. We will challenge him, and we will fight to get a position to be able to do that. And he will see how quick that can happen, and looking forward to that. But as Sebastian said, and I completely agree, it's it's a matter of time, and we need time to develop and to get the process, to push the process to a good direction, and still working on that.
Yeah, Dubai was a frustrating event for us, I would say, but looking at it after, with a different perspective, I think it could have been a turning point for us, because during the whole start of the season, we were feeling that we were missing something, and I think that was a bit of technique compared to the top teams.
Yeah, in my opinion, you know, you put yourself in my seat there. I'm driving straight at a concrete wall, and in a carbon fibre yacht, it's not probably the most comfortable thing to be doing. That's worth a good $5 million. But look, we're racers, and you know, I was trying to give them enough space. We gave them space. We gave the Aussies space to get around the mark, and I was scared we were going to be on the wall, and I actually didn't think 3 boats were going to fit that wide, and I'm sure no one envisioned that situation happening, but it happened, and we were there, and you know, in my view where I was sitting, we were probably okay, but you go and look at the umpire app and the view that they have, and it's completely different. And whether that's right or wrong, this team's done. It's been 2 years since the inception of Canada's SailGP team, and you know, we started the team with the slogan, "We can inspire," and that's the whole purpose of this team, is to be inspiring the next generation of Canadian sailors. And to date, we've done that. We've started a foiling program called We Can Foil, and that's had over 1,000 kids foiling on wasps in the last 2 years. We've got 10 hubs around Canada, foiling hubs. We've got, I think, 27% of that are females, so it's incredible what they've done. They've got 25 trained coaches in foiling now. So what this team's done for Canada is just mind-blowing, and I'm incredibly proud of that. And this team has a great future. Canada has a great future for foiling and sailing as well.
Yeah, looking back on it, what an amazing finish. We ended up just off the back of the train, and you know, to come back in, I was actually a little nervous with how close the boat 3 wide, I think Phil it was going to end up to the wall. But yeah, it was amazing to see all 3 boats fit through there, and yeah, get another win on the board for New Zealand. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing. Yeah, prior to the event, I definitely didn't think we were going to be sailing on the 29-metre wing with the discussions that we had. But you know, then probably the bit I didn't agree with was the fact that the teams had the option. You know, we're very much in a one design configuration, so to see, you know, the potential of a team sailing with different gear was, you know, something I didn't agree with. But yeah, by the time we actually got out there racing with it, it was, you know, business as normal.
Jimmy spread a nasty rumour that I had agreed to call my son Jimmy if he won the event, which was not true, and it caused me a lot of anxiety, and I was a little conflicted there, whether I wanted the Aussies to finish first, but obviously no. And they did such an amazing job. Jimmy did an amazing job, and it was so exciting. I mean, we've got a light week planned this weekend, and but that racing in Dubai showed how exciting light winds can be, and you can have a spectacular event even in light air venues, which in sailing, really, no one thought that can be done. You need lots of wind for it to be exciting, but that's not the case, and hopefully we have a similar exciting event this week. I can see lots of different arguments there. Peter didn't get a penalty at the end from the Australian laugh because he was close to the finish line, whereas that sort of leniency wasn't given to Phil being so close to hitting a wall. He was still given a penalty in that situation. So you can see it go either way, and yeah, I think Phil and I have both been pretty critical of the umpiring in the past, and yeah, that one just didn't go his way. But yeah, Jimmy and Ben were in 3rd and 4th in the standings when they left. I honestly consider those two as like 2 of my biggest rivals to win the championship each year. And to be frankly honest, I think some of the younger generation haven't stepped up to the plate as much as they could have, and they've got to prove it. Jimmy and Ben in their mid-40s and still winning events consistently, and the new young generation, most of them haven't won an event, and I don't feel they were forced out by any means. There's no you look at the results, and it's not results the reason why they're leaving. They just feel it's time for the new guys to come through. But results-wise, they were still the top sailors in the world. And I guess I just think the young generation need to really show why they're the next generation of this fleet and knock us off. I'm now the oldest skipper in the fleet. I guess I'm throwing down the gauntlet a little with that. But I think it's just my honest opinion that if you are the next generation, you've got to prove why you're the best in the world, and you've got to knock us older guys off the perch. And so it's exciting to see what's going to happen. The young guys have the opportunity. They're out here. They've got a boat to drive in SailGP, the top sailing league in the world, and they've got to take that opportunity with both hands, or they'll be replaced.
Epic.
Pretty mad.
Full on. Exhilarating.
Intense.
Scary.
Moist.
Choppy.
Breeze on, big waves, good fun.
It's just brilliant. A great event, nice and windy.
Awesome.
Awesome.